Hello, you lovely people. How are we all? I hope you're okay. Um, how is everybody? I hope you're all right. Um, I'm really looking forward to today's live stream. Um, but first of all, I want to know whether you can hear me all right. Can you hear me all right? Um, so today I thought we have a bit of a discussion regarding the 2020 2023 F1 calendar. It's a mega one, isn't it? It's a record breaking one, isn't it? Hiya everybody. Can you hear me all right? Today I thought we have a chat about the F1 calendar. But before we start, I've got to say one little thing. Parish notices. If you do want to ask me a question, I would I would I would appreciate because I need some time to read it and to make sure that it stays on the top a bit longer. It would be best if you uh, might be able to add a small amount for the chat just to highlight it a bit more so I can see it better. I mean, otherwise I'm gonna try and do it as they come in. All right. So as I said, let's talk about the 2023 F1 calendar. So I mean, I was at Trentham Gardens last Tuesday when I heard and I was just finishing off the day at Frankie and Benny's when I had when I scrolled through my Twitter account and found out that found out the amount of races there was. I mean, let's just quickly go through it. And we start off in Bahrain, then we go to Saudi Arabia, then we go to Austria, China, Azerbaijan, Miami, Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, then it's Monaco, then it's Spain, Canada, Austria, United Kingdom, Hungary, Belgium, Netherlands, Italy, Singapore, Japan, and then the first new one is Qatar, and then it's the USA, Mexico, Brazil, and then we've got the next new one, that is going to be in Las Vegas on the 18th of the 11th, and then we finish off in Abu Dhabi. That is absolutely mental. I think that's absolutely mental. What do you think? Because I think it is absolutely uh, 20 24 races is quite a big number, and I wonder whether or not um it's gonna be too much for the people who work in F1 and all the journalists, and I'm not too concerned about the drivers, um, but I'm very concerned about the um I'm very concerned that the mechanics are going to end up um you know having collapsing due to exhaustion, because don't forget they are the ones that who really work hard, and you know yeah, I think I mean we I mean I agree with you that Hockenheim, Nürburgring, and Sepang are not on the calendar. It's a shame. Um, I mean, I it looks as it looks as though we might not have a German driver on the grid unless Nico Hülkenberg and Nico Hülkenberg gets the drive at Haas or Alpine. Um, you know, um, I would prefer um, I would prefer Nürburgring to Hockenheim, even though Hockenheim was the the Grand Prix that I actually went to in 2003. But I think it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, but I'm really concerned for the mechanics, and I wonder. I'm a bit surprised that Formula One, as an organization, and the FIA is expanding the 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 calendar to such an extent, because um I mean, ultimately they have got a duty of care, um you know um and it shouldn't be all to do with money. um I mean I mean me personally I would have a minimum of 20 races. I think that would be more than enough. Um, but I think if we have too many races, um, I think if we have too many races, um, I mean, we're gonna have a race almost every other weekend. Um, I think it makes the races the races not as special. I mean, I don't know whether you agree with me, but Formula One races should be special, given that Formula One is meant to be the pinnacle of motorsport. I mean, um, do you think we should rather have more less races, but more pre, presti, pre, presti, presti, like more prestigious, or do you reckon we should have them more more often, like we have in 2023? Let me know what you guys think. Um, uh, as I said, I certainly think it's gonna end up. It's getting too much, to be honest. I mean, I love Formula One with every bone in my body. I mean, live and breathe Formula One basically. But I think that is that is far too much um, in terms of the um, right in terms of the races. I mean, um, what what tracks do you think should stay uh, should be regarded as classics in on the calendar? I mean, for one, I think um, Silverstone, Spa, Monaco. Um, yeah, I mean Spa. I mean, I love Spa. Um, I'm not too sure whether they've actually made a decision. I know that Monaco has been extended for another 3 years, isn't it? Unless I'm very much mistaken. Is it 3 years? Um, maybe somebody can correct me in the comments. But you know, definitely Monaco, Spa. As I said, I'm not too sure about the the German tracks, because I'm not too sure whether we're gonna have a um German driver. I mean, I'm just reading your chat, your comment there. Monaco, no, yeah, yeah. Monaco is a classic, and I think for that track in particular, I think qualifying on a Saturday is more important than the race. Because but I think Monaco should definitely stay. Not only is it classic, but it is um, the home Grand Prix for Charles Leclerc, and I think uh, uh, a potential Formula One world champion should have their own track, like arguably Max has with Zandvoort now. I can't really comment on Formula E because, as you know, I don't really watch Formula E. But you know, so for me, it's definitely too much. It's getting to the stage where it's too many Grand Prix. Do you agree with me, or don't you agree? Or what is your opinion about it? From what I've just said, um, I mean, um, I, I just want Formula One races to remain special. Um, I just want them to remain special and exciting. And I've got fear that if it, if they extend the calendar too much, then I think it could have an adverse effect, um, because then people might lose interest in Formula One because it's not regarded as special anymore. But I might be wrong. I mean, I would be I would be happy if they, I would be happy if they went back to um uh I would be happy if they had 16 races, like they did in the 90s. I think 16 races um was is a good number. Um, but what what do you guys agree on the safety concerns I've mentioned, or have you got different opinions on it? I mean, one also has to consider that if 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 they um extend the calendar too too much, then eventually we're gonna have to have um four four drivers um and um four crews, because I don't think two 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 drivers and two crews can sustain um any more any further extension. I mean, um, I mean, I've got an interesting idea. If they didn't want to have um like let's say they wanted um let's say for argument's sake they wanted um let's say for argument's sake they wanted 32 races. I would say um I would say have 16 races, 16 races um fought out between the regular drivers, and then the other 16 races put the test and reserve drivers in in it would give them track time, and um then it would then Formula One would become more you know a team sport rather than a, a, a individual drivers champion sport. That could work, but that's just an idea I've had. What do you think? Um, yeah, what do you think? Do you think that will work, or you know, do you think that wouldn't work? I mean, um, which which uh, which races do you think um which races are you looking forward to next year? I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to Qatar and Vegas. I'd I'd that's 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 the two races I look forward to. Um, Also, um, I like Bahrain. I think uh, Silverstone is very epic. Um, yeah, and why do you look forward to Vegas? I mean, for me, it's just it looks epic. You know what I mean? It just looks epic to race around the um Vegas Strip, and the layout of the track. From what I've seen, looks rather exciting. Um, I'm a bit upset that Daniel Ricciardo doesn't seem to get a chance to yeah, I mean, a lot of people will it. Yeah, I mean, I'm a bit upset that I'm a bit feeling a bit sad for Daniel Ricciardo because he suggested it, and currently it doesn't look like he's going to have a chance to race there. Having said that, there are rumors that he might come back in 2024. Um, Although I'm not entirely sure whether that's entirely possible, because I think it is very hard to come back after after a season out of Formula One. I mean, not a lot of drivers have done that successfully, but you know, um, but I, I just think Formula One can't become is running the risk of becoming too much too Americanized. You know what I mean? They've got to keep the tracks in that traditional, and they've got they really can't afford to lose the classics. And I really hope that Spa is gonna um stay on the calendar for a long time. Um, I really hope that Silverstone is gonna stay for a long time. Um, yeah, Spa needs Spa is part of the history. Don't forget, it was known for as Michael Schumacher's living room because that's where he made his Formula One debut in '91 in the Jordan, and in 1992, a year later, that's where he um, took his first of the. That's where he took his first win of the 91 he achieved. Yeah, I mean, Silverstone definitely needs to say because that's where Formula One ultimately was born. Um, which which one, which Formula One track do you think we can get rid of? I think. I mean, I know we've got we. I know we've got. Um, I know we've got Checo. Um, in Formula One, but the Mexican Grand Prix doesn't do it for me. Um, and also the the Austrian Grand Prix doesn't do it for me neither. Um, but I think Monaco needs to stay for due to the reasons what I just said earlier. Um, yeah. Um, what do you think about the idea that I suggested earlier with having um 4 drivers in a team, and they um they what 2 drivers competing one half of the season, and the other two competing the other half of the season. I think that is the only way that they can expand the calendar even further, which I think they want to do. Yeah, I mean that's another point. Um, do you think Formula One needs to go back to having 26 cars on the grid? In other words, let another three three teams join Formula One, or do you reckon we're all right with 10 teams? Um, yeah, yes, I think it would be great, but I don't think it's going to happen because um the existing teams wouldn't wouldn't actually like to like to share the prize money, would they? Um, but well, because I think Andretti and Porsche and Audi should be allowed um should be allowed to join the grid. Um, I also think that for Formula One needs to bring back pre-qualifying, or if they don't bring back pre-qualifying, I think they need to um, come up with some promotion and relegation system, a bit like football, to make it a bit more interesting. What do you guys think? That that would make it a bit more interesting, in my opinion. But uh, then again, what do you guys think? I um I mean to mention how they could fix the expanding calendar issue. I I I think they could alternate um some of the tracks from year to year. Um, ha- have like um 16 main ones that stay, and then I don't know, have four extra tracks that alternate. What do you think about that idea? I also was a bit surprised that the FIA apparently yeah, I also was a bit surprised that the FIA apparently published the calendar without without actually consulting the teams. Uh, I mean, I think that is wrong. I think the teams should always be um, consulted, and yeah. So um, the other thing I would like to talk about is because, as you can see on the thumbnail, I was thinking um whether Lewis Hamilton might rethink his plans of um prolonging his career beyond the end of 2020 2023, because at the minute it looks like he wants to um prolong it, but I've also heard and read that apparently he doesn't want he, he's going to leave instantly if the calendar becomes more than 20 25 races or more. So what do you think about that? Do you actually think he would walk away and leave Formula One if it becomes 20, 20, 25 races or more? Um, I think it could actually happen because, yeah, I mean, I mentioned it in my reaction video about the calendar that I did about a few days ago now. But I think they Formula One really need to think about whether they can afford to lose, potentially run the risk of losing Lewis Hamilton. Um, so because I mean, I've linked the article where I got that quote from um in the video description, but from what I think that would be he was pretty he's pretty pretty adamant about that. So I think it would be a shame because I think Lewis is a great asset to Formula One. I think he 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 is great for Formula One, and they can't afford to upset him by up, but they can't afford to upset him and make him walk away because of the size of the. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Losing, I think, would be absolutely um wouldn't be good for Formula One. Um, but you know, coming back to the calendar, I think I wonder how they can justify having a ever expanding calendar with their goal of becoming carbon neutral by what is it 2030 or 2050? I can't actually remember. I'm not too sure. But what do you think about that one? Oh, is it 2020? 2026? Yeah. I mean, how can they justify that? Um, because all the traveling and you know, all the flying and all the cargo and all the logistics. I mean, can somebody please explain to me how they want to justify that? Because I don't know how they can justify that. I've got no idea. Unless the they are not really interested in it. And cash is king, like like Lewis has said before. Yeah, Vettel proved that that is possible even now. When he did the demo run in the Williams from Nigel Mansell, wasn't it? I mean that was run on that was a V10, I do believe, and I do think that was converted to run on sustainable fuel on it. So it is definitely possible, but whether or not they're gonna do it is another matter. I mean, now that Seb has proved that it is actually possible, I don't think they've got any reason not to do it, because as I said, Seb has proved it. Seb has proved that it's possible. But anyway, what else? Just on another, just finally, before I got another question for you. What do you think is a good number for races on the calendar? I think for me it's 20. For me it's 20. Yeah, no more than 20. I think 20 is a good number. 17 to 20. Yeah, I tend to agree with you on that one. Have you just just a quick question? Have you played, or have any of you played F1 Manager 2022 yet? And has anybody got any tips on how I can what I can do to get a bit faster on for Formula One Manager, because I've just I've just started playing it, and I have I've just I had to. Yeah, I mean it's a good game, but I'm still getting used to it, because I mean the first mistake I did in the game was that I fired Lewis Hamilton when I was playing with as Mercedes. So I fired Lewis Hamilton and then played with Nico Hülkenberg and Lewis Hamilton. No, Nico Hülkenberg and George Russell rather. But that was the second attempt because I restarted. I abandoned my first season because I started with Aston Martin, but wasn't getting anywhere. And I grew too impatient. But it's a good game. I really enjoy it. Um, but are you? Yeah. No, I want to finish. I want to finish the I want to finish the uh, season with Mercedes. Because I I got so I'm doing all right, but I haven't managed to get a podium yet. But I'm still learning as I'm going along. Um, so you know, I don't. I'm still learning as I'm going along, but I really do enjoy these live streams with you guys. Have Are you aware that Aston Martin um and my friend Pedro, who works at Aston Martin, is currently auctioning some signed artwork for me. Um, you know, I am the 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 if you go on my Instagram um Instagram if you go on my Instagram there's a link to the auction if you want to bid on some signed artwork that he he created. It's awesome, and all the money is going to me to so I can help. I can make sure that I can afford my internet to keep the channel and the videos coming um for you guys because I'm I'm really you know, so we just he just is doing a bit of an auction for me. So has anybody seen it yet? Um, let me just see whether I can. Let me just see whether I can find the link. Hang on. Um, yeah, it's really good artwork actually. Um, he, he's done a really good job. Actually, if you go on my Twitter, you can find it there as well. So do check it out. Um, but let's talk a bit about the upcoming Singapore Grand Prix. Um, what do you what any thoughts about the Singapore Grand Prix? Uh, what do you think? Who do you reckon is going to take the win? Is it going to be Max Verstappen again, or do you reckon it's going to be somebody different? Yeah, I think Max. Remind me what did Seb do in 2019 at Singapore? I didn't. I didn't. I can't actually remember what he did. Um. Well, what did he actually do? Um. But uh, I wish he. I wish he could. I wish he would win in Singapore. Um. But I don't think the car is ready yet. To win. Um. Yeah, I mean, it would have been in a Ferrari, wouldn't it? Um. Um. Yeah, if it's wet, anything can happen. Um. Yeah, it was. Um. So do we know whether Alex Albon is going to be back for um Singapore? Hello, Michael. Is Alex Albon back for Singapore? Because I'm not too sure if he is. Let me just. I'm not. Uh, yeah. I mean, because he had that little complication, didn't he? With having his appendix out, wasn't it? Um, but what do you think? Do you think Nick de Vries is going to be in Formula One next year? I mean, um, I was really happy that Red Bull Williams finally saw the light and got rid of Latifi. What was your first? What was your reaction when the news broke? I mean, um, like, yeah, um, I think it was too. Yeah, I mean, Latifi. Well, what do you think he's gonna do next year? Is he gonna do any racing next year or not? Oh, you reckon he's gonna be with NASCAR, do you? Um, well, let's wait and see what um I think you I think he might call it quits on racing altogether, because I think he should know that he's not really that talented. But that's just what I'm thinking. Um, that's just um, like I don't think Latifi is talented at all, but um, I think there's a lot more talented people in F1 than Latifi ever was. Oh, hey, you reckon he's gonna go into Formula E, do you? Well, um, let's wait and see. Um, do you reckon? Do you reckon we're gonna see? Do you reckon we're gonna see Hulkenberg back or not? Hang on. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I hope so too. By the way, I've just added the link of the artwork that is auctioned. Um. I just added the link that is to the artwork that is going to be auctioned. If anyone wants to have a look, um, I don't think Lance Stroll is going to be sacked somehow. Um, so so yeah. Uh, you like it, do you? Um, well, as I said, my friend Pedro is auctioning it off. Um, and I really think it's awesome. I really do think it's very nice. Um, I think it's really cleverly done as well. Um, but what? Um, let's let's finally um. So we finally before we. I don't think I don't think strollers are bad. I think there are a lot more worse. Um, drivers in Formula One than Lance Stroll. But yeah, I mean, don't forget, at least he had three podiums, didn't he? Oh yeah, was it in Monza? Wasn't it? Was it Monza or Imola that he got the pole? Oh, Turkey. Oh yeah, Turkey. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. So it's I really enjoy doing these live streams with you guys. I really do enjoy them. Um, and do you enjoy them? Um, let me know in the comments in the chat, because I wasn't, when I first started them. I never thought that. Yeah, I mean, I really, I never thought that I would actually make them quite as regularly, but you know, having a having a chat on the Monday, or most times Monday at 3 o'clock. I think that works for me most days, most weeks, and having a catch up with you guys. I really enjoy that as well. I'm sorry that it's not as fancy as um like Sean from the F1 Word does them, or Trezor HD, uh, or even Tomo. But I'm trying. So so um you know, and I hope you don't mind, because I haven't figured out how to use um OBS for the life of me. Um, but I think, yeah, I mean, I know, but I mean, I do put a lot of effort into it, and to be honest, yeah, I'm quite. I still don't understand why I'm still at 1,000. Three, why I'm still at 1,341 views, subscribers, when I've done it for um 6 years, and other YouTubers, they just blow up like no tomorrow. I really don't understand it. Um, but as long as I got a good community, that's all that matters, isn't it? So I hope you all you all I hope you all enjoy it, and I hope you all enjoy the race next Sunday. And you know, um, more than likely, we'll be back for another um for another live stream on Monday. So I hope everybody stays safe and look after yourself. And if all goes well, I have another live stream on the Monday, but I'll let you know way in advance, and then we can take it from there. Cheers for watching, everybody. All right, so I'll speak to you later. Bye.